Hi guys, this is Bret Contreras with the Shannon Jones Team, and we've got another episode of Home Buying 101. This week we're talking about bidding wars. First we want to talk about starting at a lower price point. So the reason why you want to do that is if you're approved up to $700,000 and you know that that's the top of your budget, it's better to start looking at $650,000. The reason being that you know when the price is going to go up a little bit, you're already starting at a lower price point, and so that way you have some more wiggle room to do a little bit of back and forth, and you're not going to end up spending more than you wanted to. So number 2 is you want to consult with a top local expert agent. The reason being you can go and speak with them and determine what is it going to take to get the house. You can also sort of figure out what is the price point you're comfortable with. Maybe you don't want to go up to $630,000 on a house that is asking $600,000. Maybe for you, that house isn't worth it. And with a top local expert, you'll be able to determine what is the price that makes sense for this house. Is it even worth that much? And it is even worth that much to you. Number 3, what else can you do? Well, guess what? It's not just about price. There are other ways that you can do better in a bidding war. So one of the things is timing. You can do something where you're shortening the length of escrow, and that's attractive to some sellers. Another thing you can do is possibly do a rent back. So it shows that you're flexible, especially if the homeowner needs more time in the house. Then you're showing that, hey, here's my price point. But, to them, it might be more attractive to be able to have that time to get all their things moved out of the house, or maybe they don't know where they're moving yet. And so that could be something that kind of tips in your favor. The other thing that can be really important sometimes is the homeowners are really emotionally attached to the house. And so this is a good moment for you to take some time and write a handwritten letter, do a video, possibly include some pictures of your family, and that might really show to the seller that you're gonna love this house the same way that they did. So it might seem simple, but if you're asking for appliances and they've specifically said they don't want to leave the appliances, it's a good way to just skip over that and go, you know what, we're gonna get our own appliances and it is gonna get us the house at the end of the day. Some final things you can do is you can include an escalation clause, and then lastly, you can shorten or remove contingencies. All right, everybody, last but not least, number 4 is choosing your agent wisely. We'll kind of come back to this, which is you should choose an experienced local agent. And the reason why is to be able to really do any of these things that we've talked about, an experienced local agent will maybe be able to have a leg up in the game, because at the end of the day, if they know the other agent, they'll be able to kind of dig in and find out some of this information. Does the seller really care about you writing a letter, or do they care about including the appliances, or do they care about shortening the length of escrow? If you have a top experienced local agent by your side, they'll be able to find out this information and really be able to help you win a bidding war. Thanks again for watching. I'm Bret Contreras with the Shannon Jones Team. Please tune in next week for another episode of Home Buying 101.